The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The sacrifices of the few, our military veterans, provide the freedom for the many. We know that it is our military veterans, who only make up just 1% of our population, provide 100% of our freedom. But far too many of our veterans seeking disability assistance that they rightly earned are running into a severe backlog at the Department of Veterans Affairs. Nationwide, there are close to 800,000 pending disability claims at the VA, and almost 550,000 of these claims have been pending for over 125 days. At the Oakland VA in Oakland, California, which serves the 15th Congressional District, which I represent, the constituents in my district have been waiting on average a staggering 552 days. Over 81% of the constituents have been waiting over 125 days. This is the longest average wait time across the United States. These numbers are a national disgrace, and I am ashamed that the veterans who have served our country, who have fought so hard, have to wait so long. Our military spends $1.8 billion a year, 1.8 with a B, recruiting young Americans to join our military. We spend it on NASCAR, Super Bowl ads. We send our recruiters out to our schools to have our young men and women join the honorable profession of defending our country. But we're neglecting the needs of the veterans. We're failing to keep the promises we make after they serve. This weekend, I had the opportunity to go to a salute to new recruits who are going into the military. And I looked at those young, bright faces of young men and women who are going to go off to serve their country, and I told them, you are doing something that's very brave and very noble, but I hope that your families and you stand up for the benefits that you are rightfully earning, because right now, what we're seeing at the VA is shameful, Mr. Chairman. It's shameful that we would treat our veterans like this and not give them benefits that they've earned. So we're failing to live up to that solemn pledge that we've made to our nation's wounded warriors. That's why this bill is so important. It reaffirms our commitment to caring for the men and women who made the sacrifices to serve in uniform. It contains common sense solutions to eliminate the disability claim backlog by mandating that the VA modernize the disability claims process, and it also ensures greater efficiency and accountability on the part of the VA. It would fully fund the President's requested budget to allow for an increase of the staff levels at the Veterans Benefit Administration. These funds would support an additional 94 claims processors, all of whom will work solely on disability claims, helping to address the heart of the backlog. Increasing staff levels, as we know, however, is not a silver bullet. Creating a more efficient, responsive VA is also necessary if the disability claims process is going to be fixed. Today, the VA spends on average 175 days waiting for the Department of Defense, the DoD, to send them a veteran's record, mostly because these records are still kept in the form of paper files. It's time we bring this process up and into the 21st century. In addition to moving away from paper files, it's clear that it'd be far better for service members and veterans, as well as taxpayers, for the DoD and the VA to maintain one integrated system for electronic health records. This bill seeks to move the DoD away from paper and towards an integrated system that can be used both for DoD and the VA. It also fully funds the Veterans Claims Intake Program, which is working to convert all those paper records the VA receives into digital files. Mr. Chairman, the constituents of the 15th Congressional District who served so honorably should not have to wait 552 days for their disability compensation cases to be processed. Those parts of the bill that I outlined will help to improve veterans' access to the benefits that they have earned and enable us to better live up to President Lincoln's promise in his second inaugural address, to care for him who shall borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan. President Lincoln's words also happen to be at the core of the VA's mission statement. Words, however, are not enough. Congress must act swiftly to fix the VA backlog with practical solutions and fulfill our pledge to veterans. We must leave no veteran behind when they come back. We must make sure that when we say thank you for your service to a veteran, that we mean it and we follow up with a meaningful, responsive claims process. The funding in this bill helps move us in that direction. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman yields back his time. Does the gentleman from Nevada seek recognition?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will report the amendment.
Amendment offered by Mr. Amedee of Nevada. Page 33, line 5, after the dollar amount, insert the following. Reduced by $44 million, increased by $44 million.
The gentleman from Nevada is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First of all, I would like to